Hey YouTube, it's Dawson Rider here with a review of S.H.Figuarts Kamen Rider Meteor from Kamen Rider Fourze. So let's just go ahead and look at the packaging because I don't really have anything else to say. There's no one-ups or anything. So he's actually in a pretty neat packaging. You've got kind of this like space map style in the background, and then this blue pixelated picture of the figure, which is cool. And then like this meteor effect here that says Kamen Rider Meteor, and you get planets. And then like another meteor type effect, which is pretty neat. Then you got his name on the side. You can see more like stars and stuff. Same deal here. Name at the top, numbers at the bottom, and then here at the bottom, or the back, as usual with these Figuarts boxes, it shows you some poses you can get him in. He's kind of putting like these planetary or meteor-like circles you can see, and it shows the accessories. So very kind of neat packaging. I enjoy it. Now accessories-wise, let's start as usual with the hands. He's got two closed fists on him, which, you know, is typical fare. And then you've got a bunch of different hands. Here you have this, either like a calling you out hands, like shenanigans, or it's for the Meteor Galaxy when he wants to use his different attacks. And then you've got some just kind of like, oh hell yeah, metal hands, and they're just going to go see Veil Maya or something. But they're more like martial artsy hands. Same thing with these, they're more like relaxed martial arts hands. And then you got these thumbs up or down hands, whatever you want to use. It's all typical Meteor personality type stuff. And then as you can see, there's a Meteor Galaxy on him, and it comes with another one. And to be honest, I wasn't really thinking about it when I first got it. I'm like, dear God, this is the same exact one. What do they do? Just include another one so you don't lose it? But this is the one when you put the switch in it for limit break. So it's one of those deals like the S.H.Figuarts where I feel like they just include a bunch of accessories with stuff like that so that you don't break the universe. But it's all really nicely detailed, as you can see. Even the switch has got a blue color to it. But so you can swip that out. Swip it out? You can swip it out. And then you also get another meteor driver to put up that doesn't have the switch in it. So when you're doing limit break in the Meteor Galaxy and not on the driver. And it's all pretty nicely detailed, even if the belt is pretty stupid looking in my opinion. And then as usual with a lot of these S.H.Figuarts, you do get food droids in both modes. This one comes with hula shake or flash shake. I like to call it flash shake because it's a Chuck reference. And here's this little shake mode, and it's pretty nicely detailed, and you can mistake it for a tiny meal. And then here it is in his roid mode, and he looks pretty adorable there. Unfortunately, this guy does not get much action in the show, which is not like, you know, action, but I mean like screen time, which is really unfortunate because I actually kind of like him. But so yep, that's what you get with it, so pretty neat. A lot of people were complaining that you didn't get like planet effect parts, which I suppose if it did come with it, I'd probably think that was pretty cool, but I'm really not that upset about it because it would just take up space, but I don't know. Maybe we'll get effect part set, I kind of hope not, so I don't have to spend more money. Anyhow, let's go ahead and take a look at the figure. So here we have his head sculpt, which looks pretty good overall. You've got this like plastic coating over his eyes, which obviously is the way it is in the show, but it looks a bit milky. Like, I don't think it looks quite that milky in the show. I know in the pictures it looked a little bit worse than it is, but at least for me, it could be a little more clear. Like, it's just like a little bit of a nitpick type deal where it's like a monk type deal. It's like just a little more clear. Like, I just want to clean it off a little bit. Like, it looks like it got a little foggy under there because he forgot to put his defroster on. So I could just stand for it to be a little more clear. But otherwise, the plastic looks really cool on it, and the compound eyes look good underneath it. It's like a really dark red. And the head sculpt overall is pretty well done. A nice like silver color back here that shines really well. I do have a little bit of a paint splotch here, which is just a tiny white paint splotch. And then moving down to his chest area, you can see the majority of his body here is done in just black plastic with little dots for like star type deals. And it looks pretty nice actually. I think they did a really good job on it. I think it all flows pretty well. And then his shoulder piece looks really good. I think they did just a really good job as like this kind of clear and shiny blue plastic deal at the same time. And I thought it does a really good job. And then you got the Meteor driver, which you've pretty much already seen, but this one has the switch in it. In the back here, this continues, but down into silver. And you can see just the majority of his body is just that black style with like the star designs. But it looks really nice. Like, Meteor is a really simple figure, or design, I mean. So it's like one of those where you can't be like, well, this is kind of plain or really simple, but that's the way he's supposed to be. I mean, he's basically all this color with the sash type deal going on. Then, of course, you have the Meteor Galaxy here on the side, which is removable to swap out. I'm not going to swap him out, just 'cause I'm going to leave this one on. I always felt like if you took the switch out, wouldn't he, like, de-transform? But whatevs. So now let's go ahead and take a look at articulation. So you got your nice typical 360 ball joint up here, swiveling here, double elbow joint, swiveling at the fist. You've got chest movement up here and some waist movement. A nice 360 ball joint here, swiveling, double knee joint, swiveling at the foot, toe action joint. And then of course the 360 up and down ball joint movement head. So all around very good articulation and no loose joint problems, which is great. Made me a little nervous when I got him that he might have loose joints because he is a Fourze figure, but he's not actually Fourze, so he's using a new type of figure style, so that is good. But so overall, I'm really pleased with Meteor. I do have like that slight nitpick about his face being a little bit milky, but other than that, he's a really solid figure. The paint looks pretty decent on him. No loose joint problems. He represents the show pretty well. And he's overall just a really nice figure in my opinion. I mean, could it be a little bit better just for my perfectionism sometimes? Sure, but otherwise, for this scale, he's probably the best Meteor figure you can get. I mean, the only other option is the, I almost said the OCC, the FMC series, and I think this one's a lot better. So if you're a Meteor fan, then I can definitely recommend you pick this up. I think it looks quite good on display. It's a really nice figure, and I just like Meteor's design too. So I think he'd look good on your shelf. So get it so I can see it on your shelf. Anyhow, I think that about wraps it up. I don't think I have much more to bore you with. So until next time, make sure you check out WritersRangersandRambles.com for token news in the craziest way possible. And don't forget to comment and subscribe and all that good stuff. So until next time, it's your friendly neighborhood Dawson Rider, signing out.